Hey everybody, it's Cheryl. Welcome back to Technique of the Week. It's week number 12, and this week on Technique of the Week, we're going to be talking about Thermofax screen printing. Now, if you are a fan of Technique of the Week, you know that last season I tried all kinds of different screen printing techniques. And to be honest, I realized that I'm just not very good at screen printing. But I will say that Lyric Kinard's DVD, Thermofax 101, has been a huge help to me on actually learning how to screen print properly. And I think I was making some mistakes all along in setting up myself for success with screen printing. Now, if you remember what a Thermofax screen printer is, it's one of those things they used to use to make mimeographs back in the day before we had copiers. And now they're really hard to find, the machines. You can actually get them reconditioned, but actually even get screens printed by various services. And Lyric is a screen printer. She will actually burn your custom screens for you, which is really cool. But she has a bunch of really cool screens that are like of skulls and skeletons, which is right up my alley. So basically what I learned was that I needed a surface that was a little bit soft. Now, I've been using my Steady Betty here on the show since the beginning of the season, and I found that this was the perfect surface that I could screen print on. So you may want to get a Steady Betty that's not for ironing, but actually for screen printing. And the cool thing about the Steady Betty is that it grips the fabric so that it doesn't move, and then it's soft enough and hard enough so that you get a really nice screen print. So I actually covered my Steady Betty with a piece of cloth so that I didn't get this one dirty. But what you can see here is I've put my Thermofax screen down. I've put a little bit of paint, and you want the paint to be a certain thickness, which is really important when you're doing this screen printing. I didn't realize that I was using paint that was too thin, and it was sort of just running through the screen and actually creating all these big blobs. So again, the thickness of the paint, Lyric's DVD covers all of these for you, so of course, please go check that out. But I made a bunch of screens, and I actually picked up a piece of my failed cyanotype fabric and screen printed over the top of it with some skulls and some skeletons in sort of a layered effect. So definitely check this technique out. I know that you'll have a great time with it. If you can't find the Thermofax machine, you can always have the screens printed by a service like Lyric. So give this one a try. I think you'll like it. I think you'll like making the marks on your fabric. I definitely like the Thermofax screen printing better than some of the other screen printing techniques I did. But anyway, check that one out. Be sure to follow along on my blog at www.muppin.com. You can also subscribe to this channel and get a copy of these videos in your newsfeed every single week. And you can also go to my website and sign up for my newsletter. And once you do that, you'll get the list of the 52 Technique of the Week checklists, so you can follow along right along with us. So thanks, have a great day, and I'll see you again next week. Bye! If you can't find the Thermofax